Next on Worcester News tonight, thousands of dollars of equipment and cars stolen from a Worcester business. Now police are investigating. Plus, answering a challenge from fellow officers. Rutland's first responders take part in the lipsync challenge. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. A Worcester auto body shop is broken into twice in less than a month. The owner says they have video of the suspect but haven't had any luck IDing the man. Now Worcester Police are investigating. Our Rutland Flaherty joins us now with the latest. Rutland?
Olivia, the first time the suspect was caught on camera, this time he made away with items worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Mario Borchi is still trying to pick up the pieces. He says someone broke into his business on Shrewsbury Street last Friday.
Trashed my whole office, knocked everything down, just made a mess.
Borchi says someone stole $30,000 worth of tools and 2 cars. These pictures show the aftermath.
They tried to steal the door in the middle, the car in the middle door, but there was a gray pickup parked in front of the middle door, and they didn't have the keys for it. They couldn't get the car out of the building. They left it running.
Earlier this month, a thief was caught on surveillance video attempting to break into the same building by removing the air conditioner.
It makes me just feel just down, you know what I mean? It's never happened before. I've been here for 45 years. There's no reason something like this should happen.
Police say they are investigating the robbery. Borchi says in the meantime, he's going to step up his security so it doesn't happen again.
It's a shame.
Now, Borchi says he's worried the suspect may try to sell the tools and says if anyone sees them to give him a call. Rutland Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A train conductor is hurt in Worcester when 15 freight cars derailed the tracks. Crews were out repairing the tracks Monday morning. The Worcester Fire Department responded to the crash on Cambridge Street early Saturday morning. They say a double-stacked train was on the higher track and didn't clear the bridge. Inspectors say the bridge is safe despite minor damage. The train conductor is expected to be okay. A vehicle ends up in a Sears parking lot after losing control, possibly due to wet road conditions. Auburn police posted this picture of the car Sunday. They say the vehicle lost control on the Mass Pike after possibly hydroplaning. It ended up in the Auburn Mall parking lot. No one was injured. Mass State Police are investigating. The Rutland Police Department says hello to the lip sync challenge. It's part of a nationwide trend challenging police officers and departments to lip sync to popular songs. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now with more. Chandler?
Olivia, Officer Dominic Walker went to Rutland's police chief asking if the department could do the challenge, but he says he wasn't expecting it to be this much of a success with the community. Rutland police officers having some fun on the job.
Hello.
They posted a lip sync challenge video to the song Hello by Adele on Facebook Monday morning. It quickly became their most viewed post.
It's definitely cool to see and cool to have the support behind it and people sharing it.
Officers Cassidy D'Souza and Dominic Walker spent time filming and editing the video, but the lip syncing came natural to them.
Every scene that we did was just one take straight through. We didn't have to re-record anything, which kind of helped.
Rutland Police Chief Nick Monaco was on the fence about the idea.
I said, I'm only going to post it if it's any good.
And it was. The chief says he was impressed the officers did more than just sit in their cruiser. They even locked up a couple firefighters to help.
We kind of just figured out the scene for the sound and they took it and ran with it.
Officer Walker believes Rutland is the first area department to rise to the challenge, but he says other towns have videos in the works.
I got reached out to by a couple people who are working on them, and they told me that they were going to call us out anyway, so we beat them to the punch.
The department says the challenge videos show a different side to policing, and sharing their video brings some much-needed positivity to the community.
We're not just coming in and trying to arrest people. We want to build the relationship with the community.
It feels good to share something more lighthearted. In the news recently, it's been very tragic.
Rutland's lip sync video has gotten about 50,000 views in about 8 hours. They're challenging the Hubbardston Police Department to do the same. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
I am very impressed with their talent. Thank you, Chandler. Boston University Police also jumping on board the lip sync challenge.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Two officers jamming along to Journey's Don't Stop Believing. Departments around the country have been recording themselves lip syncing to popular songs. A dockless biking system made its first appearance here less than a year ago. Monday, the company announced it's leaving the city. The OPho yellow rentable bikes can be found all over the city. Worcester was the second American city after Seattle to land the Chinese company. OPho says in a statement, as we continue to bring bike share to communities across the globe, OPho has begun to prioritize operations in a number of successful markets, allowing us to continue to serve our customers at the high level of quality they have come to expect. The risk for West Nile virus in Worcester is raised to moderate, and while no humans have tested positive, the city has scheduled another round of spraying for Tuesday. Inspectional services are working with the Central Massachusetts Mosquito Control Project to spray areas in the city. Spraying will take place in neighborhoods off Greenwood Street between Arnold Road and Tatman Street. Residents are asked to close windows and remain inside during the application and for 15 to 20 minutes afterwards. A landmark Worcester deli may be closing its doors after almost 100 years in business. The developer buying the building owns several surrounding businesses and says finding a new company to take over the Canal District shop shouldn't be too difficult. Our Brittany Schaefer has the story.
The open sign is off here at Weintraub's Jewish Delicatessen for the day, but it could soon be off permanently. The owner is retiring next month and is looking for someone to take over his business. Weintraub's Jewish Delicatessen is open today, but the fate of the almost 100-year-old restaurant is uncertain.
It was a very difficult decision. I worked here like 30 years, so it's time to be retired.
Owner David Mizrahi and his brother bought the business from the Weintraub family 30 years ago. He says no other place in the area celebrates the Jewish culture like Weintraub's.
I kept the same traditions, kosher, from Hebrew National. A lot of family, they came here from New Hampshire, Maine, New York, California.
And soon-to-be owner and developer Ed Murphy is hoping to keep the tradition.
Obviously, it's been a dying out for a little bit, and I think it's a historical establishment in the city. Love to save it. I think it has charm.
It's one of the oldest remaining businesses in the neighborhood.
The Bay State Investment Fund is currently meeting with potential tenants and says finding someone shouldn't be too difficult.
People from hours away who are hearing about the up and coming of the Canal District are reaching out. So we've been doing a bunch of kind of sit down meetings with people, hearing people out and hearing their visions. Just had one this morning. I have another one this afternoon. So lots of people are interested.
Murphy says the restaurant will need a facelift, but expects to find a new tenant within the next couple of weeks. On Water Street, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
A Marlboro man is $1 million richer. Juan Jose Diaz is the winner of the state lottery's 200-time instant game. Diaz chose the cash option and received a one-time payment of $650,000. He purchased the winning ticket at the BP gas station in Westboro.